Welcome everybody to Catfish Weekly on with JR. I'm Lyle. And tonight, JR, we got a really cool deal. Jonathon's going to join us from Hooked Catfish. He's got a big website or a YouTube channel. I watch his videos, been watching them for years, catch some really, really nice flathead, something I know that you're interested in. But
What's up, Jonathan? Good to have you, man.
Thanks, man. What's up?
Before we get started, I want to let everybody know, as far as I know right now, Catfish Chasers is having a tournament on Perry Lake in Meridian, Kansas, April 25th. Starts at 7 a.m. You can contact Dave Studebaker. To the best of my knowledge, that is the only catfish tournament in central United States that's on for at least a month or two that I'm aware of. Now, there may be some that I don't know about. There may be some that people are doing fruit jar tournaments that I don't know about. But as of right now, that's the only major tournament of any size that I'm aware of. Contact Dave Studebaker or some of his buddies. They can tell you all about it. Catfish Chasers out of Kansas. And it should be a great tournament over there. Dave does a wonderful job putting tournaments on. So, JR, you was coming home when I sent you a link a while ago. Did you get all your running around in?
I got a new BMX bicycle today, so I'm out trying to bunny hop and ride wheelies and relive my childhood without getting hurt.
I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be doing any of that, but, you know. Man, we got a guy in here tonight, Jonathon, JR. Jonathon does a lot of channel catfishing, big channel cats. And he does a lot of flathead fishing. He does some wonderful videos. They catch a ton of stuff. He's fished some tournaments. But, you know, he's really after giant flatheads on a lot of his videos. And to tell you the truth, Jonathon, I enjoy the channel cat tournaments as much as anything. Or the channel cat fishing. But you catch great big channel cat.
Yep. We got some big ones here.
Yeah. Now, tell everybody where you're from.
I'm from Northern Illinois. We're like 45 minutes from Chicago. I have really not a whole lot of water to fish. I mean, majority of my fishing's on the Fox River. Other than that, I got to travel, you know. We have no blue cats. We only have flatheads and channel cats where I fish.
I was amazed at the conversation you and I had right before JR tuned in before the show. You told me that the Fox River is basically 4, 6, 8 foot the entire length of the river.
Yep. Yeah, it's 202 miles. It goes from Wisconsin. It starts up there and it dumps into the Illinois River. But yeah, majority of the river, you better be careful or you're gonna. I got a couple props lined up over here because yeah, I mean it's just you got to be careful. But I know it really well. Like I live 3 blocks from the launch. You know, that one of my biggest flatheads have come from. So for me, it's just about time on the water. I mean, I just put a lot of time in. I know we have a lot of flatheads, but I'm still looking for like a 50-pounder.
Yeah, now you catch a lot of 40-pound flatheads up there.
Yeah, we got a lot. It's like that 50-pound class. I know it's in there. It's just I don't know. Maybe they have different habits or something. But there's been a couple caught.
Yeah,
that's what I'm looking for.
That's awesome.
I got a goal, you know. So I'm always out there looking for him. But I love flathead. Any flathead, 5, 10, 15 pounds.
Yeah.
Now, last week you caught a fish that wasn't in the catfish family.
Yeah.
I see you posted a video last week that you were fishing behind a dam.
Yeah, we ended up I caught a paddlefish. That was my first time ever experiencing one of those. It was actually I think there was hundreds of them there. And they one of them ran into my line. I looked like I had a bite. I went to reel down. Got him right in the tail. But
spoonbills, whatever you want to call them, they say that they don't eat. They're not carnivorous, but
no.
I know people that's caught them with the hook in their mouth before, so it's kind of open for debate whether or not they'll actually, if you're foul hooking them in the mouth, if they're just going around with their mouth open and you just happen to foul hook them in the mouth or what.
Yeah, I don't know. It just seemed like to me it was designed to like I don't know, filter something. I read into them. Said something about filtering plankton, and I don't know. It looked like they were migrating to that dam because we saw them on the side imaging, tons of them. I thought they were giant sturgeon, but they ended up being paddlefish.
Yeah, and people actually harvest them for their eggs. Supposedly, their eggs are like a delicacy or something.
Yeah, where I was fishing, they're protected there, so you're not even allowed to fish for them up there. But I'm glad to see it. You know, I took a picture, let them go.
Awesome, man.
Them some great fish. That season actually is in right now for snagging those paddlefish in Missouri. So the Missouri River, Mississippi River, Truman, Lake Ozark was real prevalent. I don't do any of it. I don't like to eat them. I'm not going to kill them for their eggs, but it is a huge sport in my area. A lot of guys enjoy eating them. They like to catch them, and they claim the only way that you can consistently catch them is with a big old treble hook and snagging them. And there's 2 or 3 ways to do that. Maybe at some point we get somebody on here who can tell us about them, but they claim that the only way that you get one in the mouth is if you just happen to snag it there, because
get lucky.
They just eat basically eat the same thing that shad do. But it's a huge sport in our area, and I promise you right now, especially with all the people off work for this virus stuff that's going around, if you wait very long to get to a boat ramp that's open, you won't get a parking spot because everybody and their dog's snagging for them right now.
Yeah,
it's that big a deal. They have snagging tournaments and all kinds of stuff. So, and it's getting on right in here, but it'll end the end of this month. So,
Jonathan, it's springtime, and if someone had a boat, and they wanted to know how to go catch some fish, some channel cats, what would your advice be for them?
Bait is the most important thing here, I would say. Shad right now. Get some shad. It doesn't matter if it's fresh or frozen because they are tearing the shad up. Man, go out there. Yeah,
like they'll get about anything in the spring, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean, if you want bigger, more consistently catch the channel cats, I mean, it's definitely shad wins every time. Up here,
it doesn't matter if it's frozen, cut, alive.
Nope. Sometimes they prefer that frozen over the fresh.
Wow.
Because the only tournaments that I really did this year were channel cats, and we actually won. I won one, third place in the other one. So I mean, I just I haven't even done any flathead. When I flathead fish, it's normally to because that is my passion. I don't really like to do too many flathead tournaments because I'd rather just go out and I'm trying to find that giant,
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as channel cats, that's the advice I would give.
What would be considered a good sized channel cat from where you're fishing? You said you're fishing around Illinois.
Yeah, we get 12 pounders. The other night we went out, we caught 20 fish, and our average was probably 10 pounds.
Wow.
They were on. Yeah. They were eating live bluegill. They were eating. That's how I know it's almost time for flathead, because those channel cats are getting real aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
And every time that happens, it's like flatheads are pretty close behind. But I've never. What's that?
Go ahead. When you said that about the shad a minute ago, it didn't matter if they were frozen or fresh or what. As long as it's shad, they tend to be keying in on those. I believe that because on Lake Norman, where I do a lot of fishing, the hybrids will run up river, and I've noticed they'll hit alewives. And what I noticed was it doesn't matter if the alewives are alive, dead, cut, frozen. It doesn't matter. They all hit them the same way. You're going to catch just as many as long as you're using that bait.
Yep.
Weird how it works.
Yeah, but then at a time here when the water starts to warm, I'll switch to like cut bluegill, and I do that because I'm not targeting flathead yet, but I'm hoping one comes and says hello because I've never caught one under 55 degrees in my river. So I just kind of, I don't go to target them. I just channel catfish, and if I catch a flathead, then I know, they're starting to feed.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, that's just me. I feel like there's no point in me going after flathead until the water starts to warm anyway, because I know a lot of people in my community. We know every. So when you start seeing them on Facebook, they're eating.
Yeah. Social media, best fishing reports we've ever had.
Am I frozen?
You're kind of glitchy, a little glitchy.
Yep, like you're having a bad connection or something.
Did I lose you guys?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
Your audio is fine, but your video is a little glitchy right now.
Oh, okay.
If you happen to lose us, just sign back in. It'll bring you right back in.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. So, what's the biggest channel catch you've caught up there?
In this river, 15 pounds, and then like I just told you the other day, I got a video coming out Thursday. I got a 23-pound channel cat, man. That thing. I don't know if I'm gonna beat that one.
That's a giant
state record around here.
Yeah.
That thing is a freak. I can't even believe how hard he hit and what he hit and just the way he fought.
I guarantee
awesome.
it, because the channel, pound for pound, fights, in my opinion, fights harder than a blue or flat or just about anything in the lake or river. And
yeah,
I totally agree.
20-plus pounder, I imagine that's one heck of a fight.
Yep.
Yeah, I totally agree. And they're fun. I mean, I don't know. The action is what I just love it. I could take somebody out. I could take my family. I could take a friend out, and he could just be reeling fishing. So, I mean, that's the amount. I mean, we have such a good population of channel cats. Because we don't have blues. There's nothing. Blues, they don't know how to stop eating. So.
Yeah.
There's some truth to that, actually.
Yeah, they just,
They like to eat.
Yep. Yeah, I've caught blues. I've seen a blue caught in a tournament with an Asian carp, like a 3-pounder in its throat, and he ate the guy's bait. He was like 51 pounds.
Yeah, they just.
I mean, he just got done eating. He just got done eating a live carp.
They're machines.
Yep. But yeah, so I think that's why our channel cats do grow a little bit bigger, is because there's no competition as far as the blue cats go. So.
Right.
Yeah,
all I can think of
around here, having any fishery around here that has channel cats and doesn't have blues. I think most our fisheries have, if they have channels, they have blues.
Yep.
But you're not as cold of water as what Jonathon gets.
Oh yeah.
That is true.
Yeah, our whole river freezes up.
You're
ice skating.
Does it freeze solid all the way to the bottom?
No, but it freezes enough to ice fish some years, and this year not so much. We had a mild winter, so.
So does it have current in it year round?
Yeah, except for the top of the dams, they really get really, really slow. So I mean, it's always a little bit of current. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was getting
yeah, like I said,
catching a huge catfish through the ice. That's on my bucket list.
I got that. I got a video. Yeah, I got a 21-pounder through the ice. That's fun.
Oh,
it's fun.
Have to be, and I'm not going. I'll watch you guys.
It's more work. It's actually more work. Yeah, all that walk. You got to walk out.
It is. Yeah, I watched old Luke and them guys drive that new Ford pickup across that lake that time. That's nope. I ain't doing.
We'll set you up a shanty. Get your little heater in there.
Yeah.
Me and Doc decided that years ago. We ain't neither one doing it. I got too much.
What kind of gear are you using to catch these big channel cats? Or using
what kind of what?
What kind of gear?
Yeah, I got, for channel cats, I use a lighter rod. I use the Catfish Ugly Sticks with a 6500 and a 5/0 Team Catfish double action, 12-inch leader, sinker slide, Carolina rig. Usually like 12-inch, usually like a foot. I try to keep it short. I don't know. It's just a preference thing, I guess. Even with flathead, I keep a short leader.
Yeah. I like running short leader.
Yeah, I use a short leader for flathead because I'm usually fishing heavy cover, and I don't want that. I don't want that bluegill going nowhere.
Exactly.
Another thing about the flathead, man, bullheads seem to produce really good fish on my on this river. I don't know what it is, but every time my buddy comes with me, the big old bullhead, he ends up sticking a big one. It's like they hate them or something.
We don't have bullheads around here. Not that I know.
Yeah,
of.
we're not allowed to use crappie here. We're allowed to use bullhead, bluegill, suckers, shiners.
Did you hear how Jonathan pronounced crappie?
Crappie. Yeah, we say crappie here.
Yeah.
That's how we say it. I saw that. We say crappie. We're not allowed to use it.
Dieter, well, we can't use it either. Dieter says the South Carolina record is 58 pounds, and it is the world record also for channel cat. But my God,
I find that hard to believe. I think that someone had a blue.
Well, that's what happened with the Missouri record. It was like 54 pounds, and they used to have a picture of that up, and people kept saying it's a blue, it's a blue, it's a blue. Finally, they took the picture down off of the website, so they don't have a picture of that up anymore. And I looked at it a million times, and actually, I think that channel cat was a blue, but they've taken it down where you can't see it, so they're not going to take that guy's record away. It happened back in the early 60s. And
so what year was that record that Dieter's talking about, the channel cat record?
Maybe he'll chime in with that.
Ours is 46. Our state record channel cat, I believe it's 46, and it was out of one of our power plants. And that was like in the 60s too. But I'm pretty sure it was a channel cat.
He said there was no blues in Sandy when that was caught.
I'm sorry, Lyle?
He said there's no blues in Sandy Cooper when that was caught.
Oh, okay.
So he must have the skinny on it. Your old buddy Spencer Bauer is in chat tonight, Jonathan.
I can't see him. I can't see it. I can't see the comments.
Spencer's been on our show before. He catches a lot of big fish too.
Yep. Yeah, I've been out with Spencer.
I bet that's kind
Twice.
of a tale.
What?
I bet that's kind of a
Yeah, he's got jokes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I watched one of his videos just a while ago.
I see you do some bank fishing too, Jonathan.
Yeah, I do. And like I was telling him, our river closes a lot for boat traffic because it's so close to so many houses that they'll shut the river down when we get floodwaters. So I can't take my boat out. So I'll either I got a kayak too. So I'll either take the kayak or I'll take or I'll just go on the bank.
Yeah.
The kayaking's right down your alley, JR.
Yes, it is. As a matter of fact, I'm having my buddy fishing and stuff. He's I always get confused on which way the camera is. He's building me this contraption that attaches to my seat, and it comes up over my head, and it's going to have a light on it.
Yeah.
Because if you watch any of my night fishing videos on my kayak, my lighting is absolutely horrible. And I told him that. He was like, "Hey man, bring your seat over here. I'll rig you something up." So
way cool.
I think he's finishing it up today.
Yeah, my kayaks, we're still hanging up. Still got it. Haven't took it down yet. It's too cold for that.
Time to go ahead and get it down now.
Yeah, like I said, it was nice. It was 60. It dropped down to like 32 today.
Yeah.
So
enjoy it. It's probably the last cold front we're going to have for a while. Well,
no.
I hope you're right. I hope
we're already halfway through April.
I just told him I just stocked up. I got 25 giant suckers in my bait tank. I'm waiting. Shouldn't be long.
And it was nice. He showed me some suckers a while ago. There, I'm sure there's some around that size here, but I can't never find them. But about a third that size. If I find them a third the size of the one that he's got, they're giants for me. They just don't get them that big. He got some really good ones. When I was in North Dakota, in Minnesota, we had some giants up there, but I bought those from the Cabela store. Those big ones like that. Get a load of this.
Yeah, I'll grab one of them. Here's one.
Oh wow!
They are giants.
That's a big sucker now. There's a lot of cut bait in that bad boy.
Yeah, I'm hoping we can get them out there live.
That's what I'm talking about. That'll be.
He thinks it's like I do. That's one bait.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping. But yeah, it'll work good for cut bait too.
Yeah, absolutely. I see Brad Beck's in here. I'm sure you know Brad.
Yep.
He does.
Yeah, I do.
Tournaments up there on the Fox River.
Yeah, I haven't met him personally, but I've actually he comments a lot, and I see him on the page and stuff.
Yep. Yeah, he has a lot of tournaments up there on that Fox River. All this time I've been hearing about the Fox River this, the Fox River that. If anybody would ever told me that it was 6 or 7 foot deep, I would have never believed them.
Yeah, that's what strays people away from our tournaments that we have. I mean, we don't get a lot of people in them, but that's because people, they don't want to come because they think it's too shallow. Or I mean, It is too shallow for some boats, but
that'd be tough.
If you come out and
my boat,
if you come out and navigate it a week before, you kind of map out and find out, and it's a good fishery. It really is.
I've seen a lot of good fish come out of there.
You switch your gear up any at all when you go from like ice fishing for the catfish to just fishing out of a boat? You switch your gear up, or you use the same gear when you're catching?
Here's I got it right here. Here's my flathead rod. This is my new one anyway. How do I get it out there? But yeah, I use heavier gear for the flathead. I just it's a preference thing. I use a bigger reel, bigger rod. And I use all mono too. That's the other thing. I use all mono up here. A lot of the guys I know, they use braid, and I think that's a preference thing too. But I lost a couple fish on braid, and I switched. I'll never go back. I run 50-pound mono, 50-pound leader.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, when you tend to get hung up, when you break it, is your leader breaking or is your main line breaking?
Well, when I broke the braid, main line.
Okay.
Main line.
What about when you're using the mono? You said you used 50-pound mono and 50-pound mono leader.
I haven't broke off, man. I haven't had a problem with it.
Okay.
I really haven't.
I was just wondering which would break if you were using both the same pound test. I imagine the leader would break simply because it's shorter and it's going to have less stretch.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, but that's a preference thing. I don't know. I like mono, man. It's different from what a lot of guys use here, but yeah. I like it. I feel I like everything about it.
Feel a lot safer. You got a lot more abrasion resistance.
Yeah, I got a lot more forgiveness too, I feel.
I can tell you from experience, I've lost a lot of fish because of braid, because of its lack of abrasion resistance.
Yeah, I like the stretch on the mono. It's just my I don't know, my opinion.
I fish Lake Wiley a lot, and I think at some point I think somebody must have thrown a bunch of I don't know, cars, microwave ovens. I don't know, but something's down there getting us hung up and breaking us off pretty quickly. There's some sharp stuff down there.
Yep. Yeah, a lot of what I fish is a lot of old timber, a lot of old wood. We don't have a whole lot of rock. Believe it or not, a lot of the river's mud and just a lot of trees that fall over, and that's where the flathead, once the water gets warm enough, like, right after spawn, right before spawn, those fish are in that wood. Yes. They're in there tight.
Michael Pence, he is sitting in his boat.
Yeah, I'm in my boat. I'm sitting in the garage because the kids, I got 3 girls, and they run around.
Really?
What's your favorite video, Jonathan?
Of mine?
Of yours, yes.
Oh, man, I got 100. I don't know. I got a lot of them. I don't know. I like them all. I put effort into all my videos. I don't even put the videos out for everybody else necessarily. I like to edit videos. I like to
Holy
film.
crap.
I do. I like it. I really do.
We're gonna have to talk to Lyle and see if we can't put an edited video every once in a while on Catfish Weekly.
You're welcome to put all of them up there you want. Just paste them in the public group. Everybody does. So.
Yeah, no, that's what happened. A couple years ago, I've been fishing the Fox River since I was 10, and I've always lived here, and I never knew that there were flatheads here. I've always caught channel cats and carp. That's what I started with, and then I found out there were flatheads, and I went out one night, and I caught a bunch of good ones, and I was like, you know what, I want to relive this, so I went and got a GoPro, and then that's how this channel started. Wanted to share it with people, so.
Dieter, I'm not giving up my braid. I'm sorry.
What does she want to do?
Dieter
Okay.
always wants me to change.
Yeah, come up in here.
Ain't gonna happen.
My little one wants to say hi.
Sweet. We like that.
Yeah, come here. Come on. Say hi to everybody.
Hi.
You gotta wave. You gotta say something.
Hi.
Say hi. Oh, you're all shy now. Are you gonna say hi? Where'd you go?
Man, she is shy.
Yeah.
Are you shy?
Are you shy?
You're so pretty. You can't be shy. Bye-bye.
Okay.
What was the best day you had at the power plant?
The video or just the best day in general?
Let me see if I can find that again. So
Powerton is one of our power plants, and it's got a lot of good blues in it. But one day we went. I mean, we're just tons of 30-pound fish.
It looks like you have to walk in there a long way.
Oh yeah, you gotta walk. I believe it's like 1.5 miles. And you know what's crazier is Powerton is best when it's freezing cold. If you got negative temperatures, they start to really roll that boiler and kick that current up. What? And it fires those fish up.
It's due to you think it's due to the current in the lake?
Yeah, I think it pushes more current because they're producing more, I think more power, and when the water temp goes up and they just start, those fish get fired up. Man, it was like -20 that day in that video.
Yeah, it seemed like you guys walked in there forever.
Yeah, and it makes it really tough to film when your negative temperatures, batteries don't last very long. And
how do you keep the batteries from?
Cold power pack.
Oh, is that what it is? A power pack?
Yeah, power pack. Yep.
Sitting there. I've had that happen before, so.
Yeah, I don't know. The YouTube thing is really just something I enjoy. I know. I like to film and I like to edit the videos, man. It's a good time.
What is your editor?
Go back and relive that. Premiere Pro. Adobe Premiere Pro.
I'm not familiar with it, but I know that's what all the big dogs use.
No, it's just it's never ending. The amount of things you can learn. I'm always learning new things with it. Yeah, I try to put a little bit of entertainment in the videos too. The B-roll and the trying to get people to because fishing can be boring. Sitting there and nothing's going on. The fish aren't biting, so. Yes. I make it look like it's on fire all the time, but that's just not the way it is all the time.
No, it's not.
But it's the time out on the river. I just try to I try to get I try to get some different things on film. The nature and what's going on, and just to put you there.
There you go. That's right. Well, hats off to you for consistently uploading, because I know how hard that can be.
Yeah, I try every Thursday, and you know what? When the fishing gets better, I usually have so much on my computer. I gotta, I run out of space. So I just try to get one, but I could probably do two. It's just the time thing, full-time job and all the kids and.
I know.
And then fishing, but my wife really supports the channel. If without her, I couldn't. There's no way.
I'm impressed
Amen.
with the fact that some of these guys get 2 or 3 videos out a week.
Yeah, I don't
know how in the hell they do that. I really don't. They evidently ain't got nothing else to do, because the editing time that it takes to edit on some of them is long. And if you've got to do 2 or 3 of them, and it's 3 or 4 hours each, which it is for me because I hate editing, and then do anything else, your whole week's shot. So I'm impressed.
Who knows what the secret is? You got guys out there that hardly edit at all,
right?
And they're successful YouTubers, and you got guys out there that edit pretty darn good, and they're not as successful. So you don't. Is it the consistency, or is it just your personality? You know, who knows?
I think it's just YouTube. You know, they only push certain videos. I got one video I was telling Niall that it did 98,000 views, and it was 5 little channel cats. You know, but people liked it.
Yeah.
You know, it's not about catching giant fish either. You know, it's just
I don't think it is either.
It's not.
I'm impressed with the fact that some of these guys do nothing except panfish videos, and I'm talking about perch, bluegill, it's not crappie, and they get some of the most outstanding numbers, catching 3 or 4 bluegill about that long, and then any video online. It just blows my mind. And
catching bait.
That's right. And man, I gotta tell you, catching bait sometimes is as much fun as catching fish.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's amazing how people panfish is extremely popular.
Oh yeah.
I've seen another. Somebody was asking something about Chick-fil-A on here, but it's got away from me.
Yeah, I had Chick-fil-A for the first time the other day.
Oh, okay.
It's delicious, man.
Oh, sweet. Sweet. Okay, Justin Fish and Fetish would like to know what the name of your YouTube channel is and how you can find it.
It's Hooked Catfish, and just type it in; it should pop right up.
And you have how many videos up?
I got 150, I think. Yeah. I think 150. You know?
Yeah, I've been
like
watching
that.
you for a couple years, so I know you've been doing it a long time. And basically, it's all channel cat and blues, or channel cat.
Flathead, unless I go to power. Like I got a video at Wheeler, and I got a video at some of the power plants. But like I said, the power plants are different too because it's man-made. You know, it's those blues are stocked, and they can act funny sometimes.
Yep.
His banner on his channel is him holding a good sized flathead.
That's out of Wheeler. That's out of Lake Wheeler.
Okay.
I caught that one in 50-degree water on a frozen skipjack.
Was it frozen when you put it on the hook?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was surprised. I never caught a flat. I got a Tracker Pro Guide V16.
Okay. That's like a V-bottom boat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and then here's the rod holders. My buddy they go right on the Versa track.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Yep.
Yeah, you got monsters on there.
Yep. Yeah, I love this boat, man. I just got this boat in 2019, but the other boat that I had was like a 14-footer, and we ended up sticking a really big flathead one time. We were both on one side of the boat, and he was trying to fight it, and it just, I said, I got to get a bigger boat.
Yeah.
It's just not big enough. But yeah, this is perfect for the river I fish. It really is.
Is it a
1442 one? And guy,
what's that?
When I sold it, I had a 1442 Alumacraft once.
Yep.
When I sold it, the guy that came look at it, he wanted to take it out, so we took it out to Lake Wiley and had a 25 Johnson on it. We took it down the river, and he was like, "Man, I like leaned over and the boat kind of went close to the water. You know, it scared him to death." I was like, "Well, you know, it's a 14-foot John boat.
That's
what you got. I don't know what he expected, but that's the way they are."
Yep. What's your favorite flathead bait?
Man, it's tough. It depends on the time of year, but I'd have to go with bullhead. The thing about the bullhead is if you get hit, you know it's a flathead. Most likely it's not going to be a channel cat. you throw bluegill or live shad out there, or live sucker. Most of the time, channel cats get to it and they'll kill it.
Okay, I got
won't even hook up.
About your bullhead. Now, I like fish with bullhead, and I have a theory about bullhead, and you can tell me if you agree or disagree. But I'm not sure that flatheads strike bluegill just because they're hungry. I think they just hate them that much.
Yeah, the bullheads.
The bullheads. I don't know if it's the smell, the shape, the way they look. They got an attitude also. And I just think that them flathead just kill them.
Yeah, I think it's a territorial thing maybe too. I'm not sure. I don't know. Flathead, they amaze me. I love those things.
Man, those bluegill are up there eating their babies.
Is that right? That could very well be. That could very well be. But man,
yeah. Here's the other thing about our river. It's got dams every town, every 3 miles, and they're not like locking dams. They're little waterfall dams, so those fish can't really migrate.
I see.
So every stretch has its flathead that are residents there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so it's like each stretch, the bullhead works on every single one because I fish them all. But it seems like some stretches the flathead favor different bait than others. It's weird.
It is weird. Yeah, you wouldn't think there'd be a whole lot of difference just being 3 miles apart, but
that's just from my experience. There's one that I kill it with live shad, and then there's one that the bullhead seem to work really good. I mean, bullhead work everywhere, but it's just different stretches.
Just Dieter Melhorn only lives like 3 miles from me, and you see how he acts. Totally different.
Yeah. The certified says they probably just call them flatheads mean names.
Yeah, that's probably it.
That's probably
3 miles down the road, and people say crappie instead of crappie.
Yeah, I say crappie. I say crappie.
Oh man. Well, bullhead they come by and they're great bait, but so is bluegill, and I like to use them for flatheads too.
Yeah, I mean, but most of the time I go out though, I do take bluegill with me because I like to have a variety too. But most of the time, bluegill is the most easiest thing to find. So
here's your question about bluegill, and I love bluegill fishing. I love to eat them. I love to catch them. I love to use them as bait. But if you get one of them big saucers, are you going to cut it up or throw it back?
No, I usually let those go, man. When I get those 1 pound, looking like 1 pounders.
Got that, but
I'm not.
Wait, I just can't one of them up. I got to throw him back.
But if it's really hot out, I feel like those things are going to be aggressive. I'll take a big old bait. I like using little carp too.
That size your hand.
Little carp work really good.
Yep.
I have a question. We don't have bullheads around here. I wonder why no one's tried taking small channel cats, just little, 6, 8 ounce channel cats.
They have.
And using them for bait.
A lot of guys do.
I know. Yeah, I have a buddy. That's tried them. He said he never hooked up with it, but he said they tried to eat one. I'm sure they eat them all the time.
812.
Y'all cut the pec fins off before you hook them?
For the bullhead? No, right behind that adipose fin, right behind the back, very back fin, and let them go.
812.
They're really lively too.
812 Catfishing had a video over the weekend where they used a channel cat for bait, a 2-pound channel cat, and they caught a big old flathead on it, and the side pectoral fin was trying to poke out that fish's stomach.
I watched that video today.
I guarantee it.
Let's look at that video. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I've caught catfish and had the pec fins from another catfish coming out of its butt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the first time I'd ever seen one that predominant, but he turned it loose, and I told him, I said, I wouldn't worry about that. That fish will survive. That ain't the first time he'd ate a channel cat, or he wouldn't eat that one.
Exactly.
They eat them all the time. But 2 pounds, that's a big channel cat.
Yeah, those fish eat everything.
Yeah.
They can eat. Man, they can eat. They amaze me what they can eat. I've had them eat, seriously, 1 pound carp.
Yep.
And not even tap it or nothing. That rod just goes.
Yeah. Yeah, when
It's
they
amazing.
handle them baits like that, they get a bunch of it way down in there right off the bat. They just suck her down.
Yeah, JR, that's the only thing I changed, man, in the for flatheads is I just changed the hooks. I use 8-aught instead of 5s. I just upside. Unless I'm using a really big bait, I'll put a 10 on there or something. But
Okay.
always double action. I've used so many hooks, and that's just the hook I found.
Keep hearing about those double action hooks. I'm gonna have to try some.
I just love them. I don't know. I've used kale hooks. I've used all that stuff.
They call them double action because supposedly you can actually set the hook, or you can just load it up like you would a typical circle hook.
Yeah, because when I first started, when I first switched to circle hooks, I had that habit of setting the hook. So I think that these hooks right here, because I would still run to the rod and try to, give them the wood, as we call it, and yeah,
Yes, sir.
and I'd still get the fish. So, but yeah.
Oh man, your buddy Spencer's in there. He said he caught one on a squirrel once, and the flathead spit the walnut at him as he was taking the hook out.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh, I got to tell you, Jonathan, it might have been too long since we've had Spencer on the show. He's got stories like that. We might need to load him back up.
Yeah. He's here to give me shit or something like that.
Exactly what he said he was going to do when I posted about it.
Yeah.
Oh, man. He's on fire tonight.
Palmetto said he pulled in a 4-pound bullhead last week. That sounds like a monster.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Bait.
Big boy. If I had one that big, I'd just cut him up and eat him, wouldn't you?
I imagine they're pretty good eating.
They are good eating.
I've heard they are. I've seen a lot of catch and cooks with bullhead.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
It must be good.
Yep, they are good. But I like them for bait. Now, I don't like them 4 pounds worth, but if you was on some of the big rivers where the big ones are at, like the ones you catch would be fine. They can eat 4-pound fish. That ain't trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, the 812 video, that fish was what, 27 pounds or something, and he ate, yeah. He ate that no problem. So.
Ate a 2-pound channel cat. That is a giant.
Yeah, we got a lot of that 30-pound class flathead, 30, 35. We got a lot of them, man. So
how many flatheads did you catch over 40 last year?
Well, only a few, but in the 30s, quite a bit, man. I mean, last year was my best year as far as flathead go, but I put a lot more time in, and I started fishing new water, and the numbers were great. Yeah,
I'm some great flatheads.
Yeah, 3 last year, 340s last year.
For the size of river that you was fishing, that's some great fish.
Yes,
yeah,
that's some great fish. So yeah, I enjoy the videos very much, and I know
the flatheads, just like the channels, they don't have that competition from the blues, so they're getting to eat. They're pretty much apex. They're getting that.
Yeah, that's what I said. They're the king in our river for sure. Once they wake up, man, those channel cats probably hide too.
Probably so.
Yeah, I think the channel cats know that they're about to wake up, so they better start eating.
Uh-huh.
I bet. Jerry, I haven't seen Junior on here yet tonight. He may still be working.
What's the biggest fish you've caught through the ice?
21 pound channel cat through the ice.
Wow.
That's
you must have had a pretty good hole. Were you able to get through?
It was. Well, actually, the one before that didn't fit, and I lost them. So it was an 8-inch hole. No, 10-inch auger, and we probably should have drilled a 12-inch hole. I won't do that again. Yeah. But yeah, I think that other one was about 30 pounds because he would not fit. I had him at the bottom of the hole. We couldn't get his head, so we were gonna drill in. Well, it was on a cut like chubhead, cut creek chubhead or something like that. Cut sucker.
How big a chunk was it?
Just the head, just a little. Yeah, we were using real small baits for the ice, but I'm just, man, that fish was giant. My buddy said he's not going to fit. I'm going to go get the auger. When he went to run get the auger, by the time he got back, that fish just was gone, popped.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man. Now, do you ever drill two holes side by side to make the long?
Yeah, well, I figured anything could fit through that 10-inch, but like I said, next year we'll try a little differently.
That's a giant.
Man, I would love to do that.
Yeah, I might have a few years ago, but if I fall through that, getting me back up through it.
Oh no, that ice gets, man, that ice is so thick. It's tough to drill through.
That's what they say. Now, I guess.
But yeah, it's a lot of work, because you can't move. You're fishing vertically, so you can't move. You want to move, you got to drill another hole, and then if you're not on the fish, you better move. And then you're so cold.
Have you got one of the gas powered augers?
Yeah, my buddy, he's got the lithium drill, so he can. Spencer's got a really nice drill.
Spencer does?
Yeah, Spencer's got the drill.
Sweet.
Now the thing with the lithium drill is it runs like it's full power until it's dead.
Yeah.
So it doesn't weaken, like other batteries. They will weaken as you go along. That drill will actually act like full power until it just dies.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that. That is kind of cool. But yeah, that's kind of cool. I didn't know
the bad part about that is you don't get a warning. You just, when it goes dead, it's dead.
Yep, and then you're done. You're not drilling no more holes. But yeah, I spend like I said, I live 3 blocks from the river, and when it comes to flatheads, I think my success is just time out there, because they just turn on at the weirdest times, and it's really weird. I'll spend 3 nights a week. I'll get off of work, I'll make dinner, do that stuff, go out for a couple hours, and see what I can do.
Yep.
And I think that's where I got more successful as far as flathead go. And time out there, I start to learn more and more every time I go. But then they switch on me. They seem to switch it up.
I agree with Stephen Hare. He said ice is for sweet tea. I have to agree with him.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, especially if they're bigger fish, man. It's good time.
Yeah, yeah. I know. I've seen some of them guys catch a lot of good panfish and big perch to the ice.
Yep.
And
those pike too. We got a surprise. We got a 37-inch pike. One day out there, ate the cut bait, and that was fun too.
Yeah. Yeah. They're a little toothy though.
Oh yeah, those things are mean.
Yeah, I'd say that's right. I would say that's right.
You do any night fishing?
Yeah, the majority of my flathead fishing is at night. Majority of it. Just because of the time thing. I work 6 days a week in the summer and got to go when I can. So, but yeah, like I told Lyle last year, I caught a 41-pound flathead during the day. It was like I couldn't. The channel cats were just tearing my bait up, my cut shad, and then I was sitting there and my rod folded over real slow, and it was on cut shad, frozen out of my freezer. I had bluegill out there too, and they took the frozen shad. That giant took the frozen shad. So,
wow.
But yeah, majority of the time, I like to try to target them pre-spawn in the daytime because they're moving around a whole lot. But I don't have the time, as far as work goes.
Yeah, I do a lot of night fishing in the summer as well.
Oh, I love it out there, man.
You guys in chat got any more questions for Jonathon? You better get to getting them on here. Will he do any live streams on the water?
Yeah, I can do that. I was asking. I actually posted. I was asking for some suggestions, and I would be more than willing to do that. I got some good lighting on the boat too.
I see that. Do you typically?
No, I got
run
a. Huh?
I'm sorry. Do you typically run free spool with your clickers on, or
Nope, tight. Yeah, lockdown.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a guy. I watch my rods the whole time I'm out there. I just watch because I just watch for anything different. I watch for that bluegill. Sometimes I know he's about to eat it before he even eats it because my bluegill or bullhead starts going nuts.
We have a lot of needle-nosed gar around here, and in the summertime when we're targeting the flatheads in the shallow water, we'll get a lot of really strong runs. And as soon as we pick the rod up, load it up, it'll get off. And I'm pretty sure it's a gar that's doing it. That happens a lot.
Yeah, no gar here. If we miss a fish, if it gets taken, it's normally going to be either a channel cat or a flathead. I've caught a nice pike on cut shad too, though. My buddies have caught them on live bluegill also, but that's about it. We don't. As far as I know, I haven't seen any gar, and I fish a lot, so
yeah,
they're not in this area.
Brad Beck.
Yeah, they're up in the shallows.
Brad wants to know what model is your boat, feet and width, or length and width.
It is 82 wide, I believe. It's a 16.5 foot. It's a 2019 Tracker Pro Guide V16. I believe it's like 82 inches. That's the thing about this model. The width, the beam, it's really wide.
That's a side console, right, Jonathan?
Yeah, it's a walk-through windshield.
Yep.
Okay. Yep.
I got the windshield because I fish very cold water sometimes, and when you hit a wave and that comes over and it freezes to your face.
Yeah,
Yes,
not fun.
See if I go.
Yeah, I fish all year too, man. I've been, if we're locked up here, I'll go to a power plant. I'll fish the power plants.
Yep.
Dieter says he's going to binge and watch some of your videos tonight and some of JR stuff, new stuff too.
Yeah, I got Thursday. That video is going to be cool. That video, that 23-pound channel cat just hammered it.
Can't hardly wait, dude.
Yeah, I'm proud of that one. I had fun.
Damn, some of these comments in chat's going faster. I got to go back and get them. Then I missed the new ones on the way through. Hey, Joe. What's the name of his channel, Cindy? His name of his channel is
Hooked Catfish.
Catfish. Me. And how long you been doing them videos?
3 years. This is the third. Yeah, 3 years. Yep.
Yeah, I couldn't remember. I knew I've been watching him for quite some time. And you guys go check him out. Subscribe, give him a like. While you're at it, give us a like and subscribe and share the video for tonight's show with everybody. And share some of his stuff because he's got some really good quality content on there. And every Thursday comes out with a new video, and they're always interesting. I've watched them for, 2.5 years, and enjoyed a lot of them. And if you get a chance, go back and watch the ones where they walk in up at Powerton, because it looks like they walk in forever to get to that spot, and then they catch their fish. Then they got to walk back out. And a long haul up in there where they was.
Yeah, and that's 3 hours from my house too. By the way,
oh, man,
it's 3 hours. That's Southern Illinois.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He's one of the good ones. He's got a lot of videos. He keeps on uploading, and he's one of the guys that are going to be one of the premier guys in upcoming years. I can tell. Another 5 years, everybody's going to know who Hooked Catfish is.
Absolutely. Daniel Ishmael says he wrecked his pontoon. Boy, I sure hate to hear that. That's bad news. But yeah, I agree, JR. He'll be one of the big guys in this stuff. And hey, with all this sickness and stuff that's going around, everybody's sitting in their house with nothing to do. It's either raining or the wind's blowing 90 miles an hour, or it's too cold. You don't want to get out and go. Now's the perfect time to get on there and watch those videos and see the quality content that these people's got out there.
I know that's right.
I've been doing a lot of.
There are a lot of people that have some good quality content out there.
and some of them don't. There's some guys out there that want to do it really bad that doesn't do as well, but after they're in it a while, they'll either get better or
you can tell with Jonathan, he's in it for the long haul. You get a lot of these guys, and they'll upload a handful of videos, and then they'll get on and they'll be complaining because they're not growing, and the show must go on.
That's right.
It's like there's going to be a week when you don't feel like doing it, and Jonathan's doing it anyways.
Yeah,
those are the guys that are going to continue to grow.
I agree 100%. Yep, he's been doing it a long time, and like I say, I like all of them, but these last year's worth, it appears to me like they are exceptionally well done. And like I say, I can't get over the fact that you walk that far into Fish Powers, and I don't walk in and somebody come and got me.
Jonathan, where do you get your music?
Audio library, all the non-copyright stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I also, I have a lot of guys that are up and coming that I watch too, and they'll suggest some music or they'll have something, and I'll be like, hey man, where'd you find that? And do it that way. Yeah, I think it adds a little, excitement to some videos, just some of that B-roll and some of that, just trying to do different things with the videos. The drone,
You got to bring in the B-roll, man.
Yeah, I love it.
You got to have the music.
It gets me excited when I'm editing, So,
yes, sir.
Like I said, I still like it like my first video. I just get better and better, and I enjoy editing videos. I enjoy fishing and filming it, so. I enjoy taking other people and watching them catch a big fish too. That's one of my favorite things to do.
Absolutely.
That's a great feeling.
Yep.
It's awesome when they catch the biggest fish of their life, and that's what I do.
In my cases, it's not a very big fish.
Yeah, but for them it is.
You put people on their PB, a lot of times it's only 8-10 pounds. Well, for a channel cat, even less. But.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and a lot of people just, they've not seen anything other than big bluegill or something that size or a small bass. And you put them on a 3-4 pound channel cat, that's the biggest fish that a lot of them have ever seen. And to see the excitement in their eyes and hear it in their voice when they catch a 5 or 6 or 8 or 10 pound fish, it's unbelievable. It's something you can't get over. And to me, I'm catching it myself.
Yep. Yeah, and that's the other reason I got this new boat too. I've taken a lot of people out on the boat, and I didn't have room on the other one. So I'm if somebody messages the page and they're in the area, I'll take them, and I'm going out, I'll take them out. It's no big deal.
Maybe I can get up there one day and go out with you.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, I still got to get up with Spencer. I got to get my kayak down and head up there.
Yes, sir.
Spencer's been doing a lot of bank fishing.
Yep. Yes, I told him call me as soon as his flatheads wake up.
As soon as how far do you guys live from each other?
I think he's like 3.5 hours from me.
Okay, I wasn't sure how far it was, but he's been doing a lot of catching cooks, and to tell you the truth, they've been pretty good.
Yep.
He catches them fish, cook cleans them right there on the river bank and eats them. Fries them up, and before he ever leaves his house, he talks about how hungry he is. So by the time he gets the fish caught, gets it cleaned, gets it in the pan, and gets it ready to eat, hell, I'm hungry.
Yeah.
He's been doing a really good job with that.
Oh, yeah.
But, it's been pretty cool. Well, Jonathan, thank you so much for coming on the show with us tonight.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Sharing your experience.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good show, man.
We've enjoyed it. I think the people have enjoyed it. And we'll get you back on here one of these days and do it again.
Awesome. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I
love talking about fishing.
You get 50-pound flathead, you call me.
Oh, I'm going to get him.
You get
one of these days. I'm going to get him.
Because 50-pound flathead in 4, 6, 8 feet of water, that's a stud. He owns that.
Oh, yeah.
So
I'll be filming it. I'll film it.
We're going to have to talk about it, though, ain't we, JR?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
That'd be a big one for the Fox River. I really appreciate you jumping in here with JR and I tonight. Had a wonderful time having you on here, and let's keep in touch and do it again.
I appreciate it, guys. Have a good night.
So
bent.
What's that?
Pole's bent, baby.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fun show tonight, JR.
Good show. We'll see you guys on the next one, okay?
Absolutely. Next Monday night right here on Catfish Weekly.
All right. Bye.